For so many, this perfume is a love at first sniff and the most addictive lactonic perfume ever. Is that true? Do you need to spend about 250 euros to have it in your collection? And how similar is Blanche Bete to this year's new launch, Morph Tonkatonic? You'll find out that and so much more in this review, so stay tuned. And welcome back. I'm Miri, and on this channel we talk in depth about fragrances. So first, let's start with the inspiration for Blanche Bete. The name of the brand, Le Liquide Imaginaires, means imaginary liquids because they want to create a perfume that will free your imagination. Therefore, the literal translation for Blanche Bete is white beast, actually a mythical unicorn, a very sought after fairy tale-like white horse in medieval times, swanning in white flower gardens. This perfume also draws its inspiration from The Kiss of the Sphinx, a painting by Franz von Stuck, a masterpiece of German Romanticism at the end of the 19th century that represents beast-like human erotic desires. Le Liquide Imaginaires website explains that whoever wears this fragrance will become an erotic animal encouraged to the conception of the nocturnal flesh. Well, pictures and descriptions on their website are quite something. Sometimes they're even a bit scary for me, so make your own opinion about the brand after visiting their website and reading all descriptions. Since it was inspired by imaginary unicorns, Blanche Bete should be very unique and sensual perfume. Does it live up to its name? The opening is very milky and musky with slight sweetness coming from ambrette, while mystical smells like olibanum with a tiny hint of woody notes. And even though Blanche Bete is a sweet perfume, its sweetness is toned down so it never smells sugary or candy sweet. It's mainly a very dense, creamy, milky fragrance, with its denseness slightly giving a sensation of Nivea cream, while its lactonic qualities are reminiscent of a scent of a bowl of cereal at the same time. And in addition of that dense milkiness, from the opening, I can smell some vague coconutty quality, enhancing voluptuous creaminess and milkiness of the scent. I think that tuberose is the culprit for that coconutty flavor, and I like that tuberose here doesn't smell like bubblegum, like grapefruits or too heady floral as it can smell in some perfumes. Tuberose has a dense, creamy, a bit toasty floral and coconutty aroma, but coconutty facets in Blanche Bete never smell like sunscreen or very screechy. So the opening is a dense, lactonic, coconutty, vaguely floral scent that reminded me of Cleopatra. Supposedly, Cleopatra enjoyed bathing in milk so her skin can stay youthful and nourished. Blanche Bete smells like that. It evokes an imaginary feeling of bathing in the gorgeous bathtub full of coconut milk with white floral petals steeping in it and floating on top of that milky white liquid while the steam is rising off a bathtub, heating the air so you get a scent of your heated skin with milky coconutty white flower petals surrounding you. This is such a beautiful scent, giving a luxurious lactonic soak feel in the opening that, as it dries down, tones down the coconut nuances while pronouncing creamy, milky white florals. Blanche Bete can smell a bit linear because mostly this is a milky, musky, white floral scent, but in the dry down, changes do happen. For example, more and more vanilla and tonka bean come through, giving some gourmandish character to lactonic white flowers, so the overall combo reminds me of white chocolate flavor. And even though initially I couldn't smell any nuttiness in it, as the juice became more reddish and stronger, I started to perceive something nutty in the dry down, even though it's not listed. Maybe some sesame, maybe almond, but whichever they used, nuttiness gives such an addictive, warm compound, seamlessly blending with milky, vanillic, coconutty white floral facets. Also, don't be afraid of the incense note because it doesn't smell like real life incense. So there is nothing dirty or dark smelling in this perfume. Incense is there just to give some warmth, some depth, and very, very subtle smokiness that in the overall picture smells like steam rising from hot milky bath, while cacao pronounces chocolatey feel, vanilla, tonka, and lactonic notes provide, but also it adds some powdery aspects to the scent. So imagine you're still in that coconut milk bath with white flower petals surrounding you and floating on top of it, and then you reach for a piece of white chocolate with almonds. And this is how Blanche Bete smells to me. Morph's Tonkatonic that was launched this year unmistakably reminds me of Blanche Bete. I already reviewed this perfume in depth, so if you want to find out more about it, check the link in the description box below. In my opinion, this is an amazing new release, and even though notes listed don't match with Blanche Bete's, when you spray them, they are incredibly similar. Both are very milky, very creamy fragrances with white florals and sweeter tonka bean dry down, but also, even though both don't have listed coconut in the notes, both are very coconutty fragrances. Interestingly, first few times when I tested Tonkatonic, I focused more how this smelled on my skin, so I didn't notice it in my initial review, but in the air, Tonkatonic absolutely gives off coconutty aroma just like Blanche Bete does. The differences are that in the opening, Blanche Bete starts as a very milky, coconutty, white floral scent, while Tonkatonic opens with milky almonds and juicy, honeyed scent of ripe figs. Therefore, Blanche Bete has a more coconutty floral opening, while Tonkatonic has a nuttier, fruitier opening. Recently, I noticed that Blanche Bete also has some nutty accords as it dries down, but in Tonkatonic, almonds are noticeable from the start. They are very prominent, while nutty accord in Blanche Bete is more of an undertone and it's not very noticeable at first. And I missed it when smelling Blanche Bete for the first few times, just as I missed the coconut aroma Tonkatonic has as I was making my initial review after only 2-3 times wearing this perfume. And what can I say? The more you wear a certain fragrance, the more you start noticing little hidden accords that are not that prominent at first. Thus, in the dry down, Blanche Bete develops slightly nutty undertone Tonkatonic started with, while Tonkatonic gives off some coconutty aroma as it develops on the skin Blanche Bete had from the start. Both have a very milky white floral structure, but Blanche Bete is a lot muskier in the dry down. It's more powdery with almost chocolatey facets, while Tonkatonic is much woodier and more ambery type of perfume. And probably colors on the bottles influence the way I perceive these two perfumes, but Blanche Bete smells completely white, and no wonder because it's a lot milkier than Tonkatonic, but Tonkatonic is also a milky coconutty perfume, but it's darker and woodier, and therefore it smells sandy or camel-like, while Blanche Bete smells white. Both have great performance, so if you would like a more lactonic, more powdery, muskier fragrance, go with Blanche Bete. But if you would like less milky, woodier, nuttier version, then Tonkatonic will be the one for you. At the first sniff, they might smell really similar, but they aren't dupes. They're about 85 to 90% similar in my opinion. So even though both have milky, coconutty, nutty, white floral fragrance, the amount of how much these notes are noticeable in them is different. So I don't think they are dupes, but also I don't think you need to have both in your collection. So choose the one that will suit you more milkier, muskier Blanche Bete or nuttier and woodier Tonkatonic. And if you found this video helpful, informative and descriptive so far, then boop the like button, subscribe and hit the notification bell for more content coming up. And now here are some negative and positive points you need to be aware of before blind buying Blanche Bete. The first negative point is that Blanche Bete is challenging and polarizing scent. It would be either a love or hate hesitate because it might smell like synthetic coconutty milky fragrance to some, while for others it will be a dreamlike, so comforting, beautiful fragrance. Also, there is something slightly synthetic in it, and since this is polarizing perfume, not everyone enjoys milky perfumes, it won't be office-friendly fragrance. And the second negative point is that this might smell nauseating or headache-inducing for some and a bit cloying because of the photorealistic milky gourmandy facets. Also, milkiness can turn sour on some skin chemistries, so definitely try it first before blind buying it. And now to positive points. First one is that other than the great performance, Blanche Bete is a very unusual fragrance, and it was especially unique before the launch of Morph Tonkatonic because there are not a lot of milky perfumes out there, so this is an outstanding, rare, white beast perfume. If you want to smell different compared to most people, yes, Blanche Bete is the way to go. And the second positive point is that this is a very comforting perfume. There is something very addictive, very beguiling about it. It almost lulls you, just as the flavor of breast milk comforts a newborn baby. It just triggers this calming effect, the sensation of home-like safety, like it envelops you with a warm, milky cashmere blanket. So yes, this is a very cozy, very comforting perfume. What can I say? Blanche Bete is a gorgeous, lactonic, vanillic white floral perfume that has a stronger coconut in the opening, but it becomes muskier, subtly nutty and smoky in the dry down, keeping you hypnotized, so you need to smell your arm over and over again. It has gourmand qualities, reminding me of almond white chocolate in the dry down, and it does smell sensual despite pure white tones the bottle and all the notes listed in the pyramid have, but I don't think it's sensual to that point that it will turn you into a nocturnal, erotic animal. Also, you might have noticed that my juice isn't completely white, and that is perfectly normal because vanilla in it with time turns from milky white into a reddish peachy color, but that doesn't mean that perfume went bad. No, it just means that vanilla macerated and became stronger. Blanche Bete is marketed as a unisex perfume, but in my opinion, it's much more feminine. It would be best for vanilla and gourmand lovers, and also for all those who love lactonic perfumes. So if you don't like milky fragrances, you will struggle with Blanche Bete. It lasts 8 to 10 hours on my skin. It passed the overnight test, and I could still smell it in the morning. The projection and sillage are moderate up to arm's length, so yes, this will be a fragrance that will get you noticed and it will get you compliments. In my opinion, the hype about it is real and I absolutely enjoy its scent profile. Therefore, I would rate it with 9 out of 10, but since I have Tonkatonic as well, which is also beautiful, I might keep only one in my collection. However, both are full recommendation worthy perfumes, so if you're into milky white floral scent profile with coconut, check out either Blanche Bete, either Morph's Tonkatonic. But what do you think about Blanche Bete? What is your experience like wearing this perfume? And if you had the chance to try Morph's Tonkatonic, which one is better in your opinion? Let me know in the comments, and if you want to watch another in-depth review of another niche perfume, then check out this video next. I will see you there. Bye!